guys, it's Taylor. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about how to grow your Instagram following. After college, I worked with a few companies on their social media marketing, and I realized how important it was to establish yourself as a company and brand on social media. When I transitioned out of doing small social media projects, I kind of wanted to play around with those tactics that I developed, but with my own personal channel. It helped sculpt my Instagram to what it is today, and ultimately led me to creating a YouTube channel. I'll share these tactics shortly. The importance of actually growing a genuine following is that the way that Instagram works is that it looks at your engagement levels on your page, who is actually liking the content you're putting out, physically double tapping, and also commenting. So it's important to have people following your page that are actively interested in what you're promoting. Let's go over these 8 things you can do in order to help reach your goal. The first one is determine what you are selling. If you're a business, this one might be obvious to you. What you're selling is your product or services. Easy. If your account is personal, this one might be a little bit tougher. Why do people want to follow your page? It's important to understand why your audience is actually there. Is it your sense of style? Maybe you travel to really exotic places and that's really interesting to people. So you get the idea here. You need to be bringing something to the table. Why are these people going to follow you? Why do they want to follow you? So first determine that. To be honest, I think this is one of the hardest parts when you are doing a personal account and blog. When I first started this for myself, I didn't really know what I wanted to offer. I like travel, I like cooking, I like working out, I like playing with my dogs. I didn't really determine what I wanted to do until more recently. That's okay. Sometimes those things come with time. First off, think, what does your account have to offer? And this will really help you in creating content and figuring out what audience you want to attract. Tip number 2, find and use relevant hashtags. Hashtags are kind of one of those things that there's a fine line. You have people that hashtag 30 different hashtags. You have some people that hashtag things that don't really even make sense for a hashtag, but kind of maybe sounded funny with their caption. And then you have people that don't hashtag at all. Hashtags are really important if you understand what they're intended for and why you're using them. Think about it as a way for people to find your account. Perfect example of this is that I recently moved to New York and I'm looking for a new hair colorist. I'm hoping to dye my hair a fun color, but we'll see. I went to the search bar in Instagram and typed in hashtag NYC colorist. From there, I looked through all of the top photos, all of the recent photos. I started to follow accounts that would be a good fit. I pretty much used Instagram as I would Yelp, and it helped me make my decision. And I actually found someone through that tactic. So we'll see how it paid off. Use your hashtags. Use them wisely. Third tip is engage with your community and your competitors. Like and comment on other pages that are similar to your business. What this does is it may actually attract people back to your page. There you go, reaching your target audience. That being said, don't be spammy about it. You don't want to come across as I'm here to steal your customers, because ultimately that's just going to upset the people that are in your same business and they're probably just gonna delete your comment and maybe even block you. Be genuine. If you're a fitness coach and you were to go to somebody else's page and maybe they posted a video of some type of workout, you could simply comment, "This is awesome, I can't wait to try it." Not like, "This seems really basic. Check out my page for XYZ." That doesn't feel very good. Tip number 4, reach audiences through different platforms. Instagram can be very oversaturated. It's important to figure out how to reach a broader audience. These platforms could consist of YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, personal blogs. And the last one is reach out to your local newspaper or magazine, a blog that is relevant to your content. See if you can write an article for them. And it's a great way to get your name out there, while also hopefully creating a great connection. Okay, tip number 5, add geolocations. If you're somewhere popular or somewhere people tend to post Instagrammable photos, make sure to add your geotag. To do this, you simply just add the location to your post. Right before you post it, it will say add location and you can go ahead and put it in. A perfect example of this is the Museum of Ice Cream. It's a pop-up that happens every year in major cities. very cool and colorful, and you will see a lot of it all over Instagram when it does pop up. I have never personally been, however, sometimes it's fun to go to the location page. You're not going yourself, so you kind of get to live vicariously and see what installations are actually there. Maybe you even find an account that you connect with. Basically, the moral of this story is if you add geolocations, then it's just another way that your account can become discoverable. Also, if you are a brick and mortar business, it is imperative that you have your own geolocation for your business. So if anyone takes a photo there, they're able to add your business as the location. And that helps get you in front of the eyes of their following as well. Tip number 6, tag whenever possible. You will end up on those other accounts' pages under their tagged page, and tagging them exposes them to your following, which is usually beneficial. And so they might return the love and tag you in future posts. With this, do be careful not to be too spammy. You don't need to tag every single designer there ever was, but if you simply are wearing an L Space bathing suit, go ahead and tag L Space. Tip number 7 is one of my personal favorites, collaboration. I've seen this done in a few ways. Some accounts will choose to collaborate with other personal accounts. If you have 2 people that have larger followings and both of their Instagrams revolve around traveling, a collaboration idea for them could be to go on a trip together, post a photo together that exposes each individual to the other's following. It's an easy way to get you in front of an audience that is already following someone who posts similar content. Another type of collaboration is with brands. So an example of this would be the person that has the travel blog. Instead of collaborating with another person, you're actually collaborating with a brand. Let's say a bikini company reaches out to someone who has a large following on Instagram, who is often traveling to warm, sunny places. They might want to do a collaboration with that individual, because if that person goes on a vacation and wears their swimsuits, that exposes their swimsuits to that person's following. You could still reach a broader audience here, because you could negotiate with the brand that they are going to post a photo of you and their product on their page, and they might have a decent following as well. It kind of is just going to be trial and error, because you have to be okay with reaching out to places and potentially getting some no's. It happens, and it's a part of the game. And last but not least, tip number 8, engagement. This is something that is so time consuming and can become one of those things that sucks you in once you get started. So the best thing to do is pick roughly 30 minutes to an hour a day, or 3 times a week, or whatever fits comfortably into your schedule to practice engagement. Personally, I like to do it when I am on the elliptical at the gym, so that I feel like I'm doing something productive and I set a specific amount of time and I'm not doing this all day. Basically, what engagement looks like is you are going to be going out into the Instagram world and finding individuals that might be interested in your channel. The first rule I want you to hear is please, please, please do not unfollow people. That is disingenuous, and it will not grow you a lasting community. It is simply a waste of time. Instead, go out and find people that might be interested in your page and go show them some love. So how do you find those people? First way to do so is through those hashtags. Search a hashtag that's relevant to your page. Go through the recent posts, not really the top posts, because the top posts are going to have so many likes on them already. There's not going to be a great return of investment on those posts. However, if you go to the recents, the people that have just posted content, not only are you getting people that just posted, they're people that may be looking at who is liking and commenting on their posts in that moment. But there are also people that are currently interested in the topic that you had just searched. For example, if I'm a fitness coach, I might search fitness, workout, fit, gym, just to name a few. I might go through the recent posts and like a few of the posts, comment where I feel like I can have a genuine comment, some way that you can relate to the person's content. If you feel like you can't do that in a genuine way, or you feel like it might not be the best post to comment on, then just go ahead and throw them a like and leave it at that. But liking and commenting these posts are going to drive traffic back to your page. Not everyone is checking who's liking and commenting on their posts, but a lot of people are. And when they do check and they're like, who's this person? And go to your page, there you go. Once again, you just brought your target audience to your page. And take the extra second to look at what the post is actually about if you choose to comment. Nothing seems less genuine on Instagram when someone has commented something that makes absolutely no sense to what the post was about. It's like they didn't look at it, they didn't read it, and then their comment ends with, check out my page. If you go to your competitors' pages and click on followers, you can actually go through the list of people that are following your competitor and like their photos. Exactly what you just did by searching your hashtag and going through the most recent posts. You can do the same thing, but now your targeted audience is someone that actually follows your competitor. So chances are that if they're interested in what your competitor has to offer, they are interested in what you have to offer. If somebody takes the time to go back to your page, it's all you from there. It's the content that you've created and you've posted and you've put time into. If you truly believe in what you are offering and you love what you're doing, that will hopefully come through to this new audience that you're pulling in. And chances are they'll want to follow your page and keep up with what you are producing. So there you go. There's 8 tips on how to grow your Instagram following. And I know it might seem like a lot, and it's because it is. Social media management is a job. It's a job title. Like, people have that job and that is what they do because it can be very time consuming. And most of the time, whoever's running the business doesn't have the time to do it. If you are trying to grow your own brand and you don't have the means to hire someone to do your social media, set aside an amount of time that feels good for you and your schedule. Just try out some of these tips and see what works best for you. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't try to do it all. Just do what you can. And most importantly, stay genuine. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to add them in the comments. And don't forget, before you head out, if you could just hit that like button right below, it really helps my page out and I would greatly appreciate it.